Hi, welcome to Keep It Real. I'm Terrance Ridgeway. I'm hosting this session with Councilman Ezra Scott.
Yes, how's everybody doing today? And how are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for having me.
It was an honor to be here, to sit here, to do this interview with Ezra. Tell me, Councilman, how did it feel when you won the election?
The primary election, I was very, I just say blessed. That's exactly how I felt. The campaign trail has been very interesting. I've been very appreciative of it. It's the process of the entire campaign that I'm really enjoying. You know, the ups, the downs.
Yeah.
I'm really, seeing growth within myself. So I'm looking forward to the whole thing and looking forward to winning. You know, the people come out and support me. Actually, I don't look at it as me winning, I look at it as us winning because it's the votes that puts me in there. So it's you that elected me to be an elected official, and I plan on serving you all. So it was just, I feel very grateful, thankful, and like I said, blessed, because I know.
See, I know a little bit of background about Mr. Scott here. Councilman comes from a good family. I know that.
Thank you.
And I was looking for an older guy to come.
Yes.
It's nice to have a young councilman that knows about, you know, the generation that's coming up. And that's another question I had to ask you. What do you think about the violence in the areas and stuff?
My thoughts about the violence in this area, I believe it's all, or I say this, you know, the term that people say, if you knew better, you'd do better.
Yes.
I think it all leads to that. You know, it's all about education. I was a correctional officer in a youth prison for 2 years, Finger Lakes Residential Center out in Lansing, New York, just outside of Ithaca and Portland. It was a great experience for me. You know, what we learned was that many of the issues aren't necessarily behavior issues, but they stem from mental health issues. Mental health issues that, I mean, it comes from a plethora of issues. You know, broken family homes, not having a stable foundation, not having activities. You know, you give a kid something to do, you know, that gives them the incentive to want to do right, the incentive to want to go to school. You know, right now, you look around, there's not many incentives, there aren't many community centers. So what do you expect? What do you expect?
Yeah. I know because when I was growing up, we had a center to go to play basketball and all of this, and that's what we used to do. And we don't really see that around here. What do you think we can do to improve the areas? You know, like, I don't know, is there a way we can get more centers started, or, you know, that aspect?
Honestly, like I said, as a city councilman, that's one thing that I'm looking to do. That's one of my points of interest. The youth, more programs for the youth. Maybe allocating some money towards opening up a community center, or even just not necessarily opening up a community center, but a night gym. We used to have many night gyms, you know, a clubhouse, you know, somewhere where the youth can go to hang out. You know, we may not necessarily have the funds to open up an entirely new community center, but there's things to be done. You know, we can be very resourceful. I've met many people on the campaign trail and even before campaigning that are very interested in helping the city community and helping the youth, just like, Hannah's house. You know, this is somebody that's very, dedicated. You know, so it's more that can be done without money. You know, we don't necessarily need money and funds. We just need to connect the people that's interested, and that's where my slogan, to connect the city to protect the city, comes from. You know, there's many people that I see that want to do great things, but there's just the vision, and the dots aren't connected. So that's what I desire to do.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and I think it can be done too. You know, it's just, we got to come together.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
I could say too, you know, like I was saying earlier, if you knew better, you would do better. All the problems, and I was speaking as far as mental health, it all comes down to education. There's a big poverty issue here in Niagara Falls as well. I was a sociology major in college. One of the things that we looked at was Maslow's hierarchy. And it basically talked about how, you needed your basic needs in order to really progress as a human being, as a person. You won't worry about love or anything else until, food, shelter, clothing, all these things are met. So you can't expect the kid to go to school and look to get an education. You know, you can't expect the kid to love himself if he's still trying to survive. So, I mean, a lot of these things are common sense. So as a city councilman, I want to figure out ways to where we can provide these needs for people that actually are lacking. You know, because it's obvious that we have a poverty issue here. And, you know, love for self, knowledge for self, we have to teach these things. So that's just the angle that I'm coming from. And I believe through education, you know, teaching these things, I've learned that many people, even myself, there's folks here that I'm meeting that I've known for over years since I've been growing up that I didn't even know we were cousins. And I'm like, oh, we're cousins? Like, wow, you know, that's the lack of education that I'm talking about. You know, we're so divided. And you hear about these shootings. Somebody gets killed, somebody gets shot in the leg, then you find out, oh, they were cousins.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just like, wow, so many of us don't even kind of lost right now. So through education, through knowing who you are, knowing your family background, I believe that these things can, you know, help solve the issue. So if you knew better, you'll do better.
That's a good slogan, I like that. Because it's funny that you said about the shootings, because I remember last week when Ann and I was doing an interview, sirens went off in the background. I'm like, wow. Then we got outside to see what it was after the interview. A kid got shot and crawled in the store. I was like, wow. So, I mean, it's here. It's happening. It's bad.
It is.
But, I mean, I must say, I'm impressed to have a young black man as a counselor. You can be the next Obama.
We'll see. You know, that's my real interest is genuine and pure. You know, I really want to help the city. So I'm not focused on that right now, but if that's what comes, and if that's what the people want and need, and they put me there as a, you know, a mayor or whatever, you know, I'm not even gonna go that far as president.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
Right. But you know, I'm just taking this. I heard a wise man tell me before. He said, you know, one day at a time, brother.
Yeah,
one day at a time.
That's what
So
it's all about.
that's all I've been doing. You know, just taking everything one day at a time. You know, the good, the bad. You know, I just I take it in, embrace it, just continue moving forward. You know, so we'll see. You know, who knows what who knows who knows what the future brings. But if it's to help the city, it's to help the world, whoever, the people, I'm all for it.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I must say that I'm impressed with the answers that you gave. And if you ever need my help, I'm here. You can find me here. I'm keeping it real. And I'm here, man. Anything I can do to help.
I'm very grateful for that, and definitely, I will be taking you up on that.
Oh,
all
no
right?
problem.
I think we all need each other. Once again, to connect the city, to protect the city. Some people don't understand that slogan, but it's just about us all working together. You know, you may know something that I don't know, you know? And just as simple as us connecting and talking, you can share some information to me that will enlighten me to do better, you know? So it's just that simple, you know, just us being connected. So often people just walk past each other, you know? Just have to learn to make these connections. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, Councilman Ezra Scott, thank you.
Ezra P. Scott Jr. Let's get that, because I always gotta add the junior part. My father, his name is Ezra Scott Sr., and you know, he may get some mail sometimes. He's like, EJ, why did you put this junior? Why did you put junior in the name? I don't know who's who. You know, or in the beginning of the process, when I first made my announcement, you would see newspaper articles. My dad said he'd be walking around and people would be coming to him like, hey, Ezra, you know, I didn't know you were in politics. And they talk, oh, you're running for office. He's like, no, that's my son, you know. So he was just always saying, make sure you emphasize the junior part, you know, because people would get confused the two. But yes, Ezra P. Scott Jr. for City Council. Make sure we get out and vote. And that's a big issue as well. Just under 29,000 people out of almost 50,000 in the city voted this year. You know, that's a very low number. You know, one of the things that piqued my interest and had me interested in running for city council was I began going to city council meetings, and I realized just how much power that we have as constituents and you know, residents of the city. We go to the go down to city council meetings and actually voice our opinion and actually vote. So many of us complain, but we're not involved in the process. So I want more people to get inspired to get involved, and your voice matters and your vote matters. So please get out there and vote. We have to increase that number, okay? And that's it.
Thank you very much. And remember, you heard it on this, keeping it real. Thanks.
All right, thank you for that.
All right.